guys, welcome to Dee Dee's Art and the finale of Buds. As you can see, I have almost finished him, so I thought I would bring you in on the last bit, because obviously I had you in on all of the other bits, apart from all this bit was a nightmare. Trust me, it took me hours. So yeah, I thought I'd just bring you in on this last bit, the nose, the muzzle. If you are unsure of the direction of the fur on the nose and the muzzle, I would suggest you go into Google and having a nosy at the pictures on there if you can't see it on your own reference photo, or even if you've got a pet of your own, having a look at the direction of their fur. Currently just using a jumbo HB pencil, a jumbo faber castel HB, that's sauce. This is jumbo because it's like fat, huge, got like a huge nib compared to your normal one. So yeah, it gets things done faster, and with this dog I'm trying to do it a little bit faster now because I've spent so much time on it. I'm bored. No, I'm not bored of body, I'm just bored of pencil, graphite. I'm going to be practicing wildlife again after this. So, and I'm doing an owl, so I'm looking forward to getting to that. So I'm trying to get this done now. I'm not rushing it, because there's no point doing all that and then just rushing the end of it. So I'm not rushing it, I'm just using a bigger pencil to get more done. So you don't have to use bigger pencils. I've only got 3. I've got a 2B, an 8B and a HB in the big pencils, in the jumbo pencils. So, and I'm just marking out where his which way his nose hairs are going, and it looks like right up to there at least they go this way. So I'm going to keep them going this way, and just like little strokes. How are we all anyway? How are we doing on this still in lockdown phase? Slowly coming out of it, I think. Apparently we just heard on our radio of me being in Warrington North West that they are advising the North West to stay in lockdown because the government are only concentrating and caring for them people down south. So yeah, it's just been on our radio that we've to stay, not listen to them and stay in lockdown because a lot of people from the north more so have died from COVID-19 related illness. So yeah, if you were Warrington based, I would suggest you stick to the lockdown like me. Husband's gone out to do a little job today because one person can't cope with dirty windows. Can't afford to lose the customer, so he's had to go and do it. Stupid. Why during a bloody virus outbreak, if somebody's bothered about the state of their windows, I will never know, and the amount of time they must have to do them themselves is just beyond me. I don't get it. Right, for this bit of this nose, it's so dark, I'm going to use, because I bought these the other day, I bought some new pencils. I'm going to use this fine liner drawing pen, neat and precise, light grey, dark grey and black. So I'm going to use a dark grey undertone for this nose. Yeah, I know where it's going, so I can be pretty sure I'm putting it down in the right place. I know that's pen and I won't be able to rub it out, but I don't want to. It just means that I can go over it in pencil and it won't leave a shine, which if you try to blend pencil graphite like you do with pencil, a colour pencil, it doesn't have the same effect. It just leaves like a horrible shine on the top. Not horrible shine, but I don't like the shine on the graphite. If I can help it, I'll try and do without a shine. This isn't black, this is like a really dark grey, so I'm going to go over it with my black pencil with like an 8B or something, because it's so dark on this bit. So, but this is cheating way of doing it, I suppose, because I just want to get the colour down deep into that fibre. And also these are permanent, so this portrait will never fade, ever. So long after I'm gone, this portrait will still be alive. Might actually go over this with the black as well, because it's not dark enough. It is dark grey, but it is dark grey and it's not black, and I need it to be black. I apologise if you can hear the dogs, it's not that nice outside. It looks like it's going to rain any second, but it did yesterday as well, and it never rained once. It's just so cloudy. Just to think behind that there's blazing sun. So gutted. I want it to be sunny. Yeah, I'm going to get the black now out of these liners and use that and put that in on top of it, because it's just not dark enough. It's not as dark as I need it to be. So I'm going to come in with this black as well on top. That's better. That's much better. Just going in circular motions, and I can feel now that the paper there is wet, so that's going to have to dry before I even touch it with a pencil. I might not even bother touching it with pencil now. I think that's black enough. Don't forget, if you do use a pen, be extremely careful that you don't go out of line, because you can't rub it out. That goes up there, and then this comes in here, a line that goes up there, one that comes down there like that, a line there, and a line in there. Then there's a definite black line here, and one here too. with bits coming off it. There's one there as well. Black dots. My birthday on Friday. So excited. Husband's actually prepared this year. He's never prepared, especially for my birthday. But he's actually prepared this year, which makes an absolute change. So I'm excited. It's very dark here, so I'm going to put some of this in here as well. It's dark. It's dark there. It's dark there. Just putting dark in where it's really dark. For some reason Alfie's just got up. Right, I think I'll put one in here. That's quite dark there. And up here. And up here. And up here. putting just all this dark black in that I can see now. It's really dark black around the eye. Inside the eye is like a really dark grey, which is basically what I just used before, so I'm going to use it again, but inside the eye. And as a pen. To stop any shine. Yeah. Right, stop using the pens now. And come back to my graphite stick freebie I'm going to use for this nose in a circular motion. Graphite stick is just basically, as I've said in the last videos, a stick of graphite. And they look like this. It's just a pure stick of graphite. There's like a black coating around the shaft or whatever you call it. Don't know what you call it. Barrel. Around the barrel. Soft like black coating around the barrel for you to hold so you don't get graphite all over your fingers. But that's what it is, basically just a graphite stick. I hate sharpening them though, because it feels like I'm just wasting a load of pencil. I feel like I should be saving the shavings for like using on backgrounds and stuff like that. But I don't. Maybe I should. I used to with actual pencils. I used to keep some of the shavings and I used to put them in like a tin. But I don't know where them tins are now either. So I can't do that. Right, so that's that done. I'm gonna use my brush with the basically no hairs on the end of it to stipple that into the nose, into the fibres of the paper. Get that well down into the fibres of the paper, and also create some texture. Bring this out into this bit because it's lighter. use my blender to blend this out. I know that won't blend out because that's pen. But the pencil below it will. Including that, even though that bit's white. Blend this little bit out, like barely touching the paper, just slightly blending it out so there's no harsh, obvious lines. Just barely touching the paper with this blender. And blend it out to the edge of here because this is lighter. I'm going to take this pencil right to the edge of the nose. Turning my blender as I go because graphite gathers on the ends. So use that for the edge of the nose. It's a little bit darker on the edge, up to about there. Now I'm going to get my HB pencil and bring some of these hairs. I'm going to brush this out into here now because it's quite light around here, around this area. So I'm going to use my brush and blend that graphite out. Bring that down there. Up, up and away. Oh God, Pep's snoring is a nightmare, isn't it? Don't know how they manage to get any sleep, to be fair. The amount of noise they make. Put some more colour back in here as well by blending all this together. Can't believe how many hours I've been at this. Next time I pick something for a competition, I'm picking something easier. Oh, I'm only joking. I enjoyed doing all the contrast and detail and everything on this because there was so much. It tested my patience, it tested my skills. It tested my ability to create the difference between dark and light, and a lot of artists wouldn't come in and do the dark and the light and stuff like I have. Right, coming in with my small HB now. Going back over these lines that I already put down with the large one, but using the small HB now. This bit here is dark for some reason. Don't know what it is, whether it's a hair or something, but there is a dark bit there. Got a fever here again. Quite long, but definitely there. Hairs for the muzzle, and they go sort of across but upwards, not uniform, so go over them all again. I'm going to continue with this all around the nose, following the direction of the pit of the ears and from the reference photo. Excuse me. Sounds like I've got a cold, doesn't it? But I haven't. Hay fever. Right, I need to sharpen. I'm going to use an Inktense. For this, because it's quite dark. And Inktense is quite blendable with the blender. So, yeah. Oh, God. black dots back in here, this ink tints. These ink tints are like watercolour pencils, but they're permanent, so I'm going to go back over this now because it'll be dry. Blacken this up even more. And with pencil. Dark bit right on the very edge of his nose. It's dark. Which is the 8B. I need 8B sharp pen. I'm going to use this for this bit here. Around the nose, the air bits. My protective sheet has just fallen on the floor. I'm going to also use some of this in here to darken this up. I'll always using small first strokes. Bring this out with first strokes right up to the edge of the nose. For small first strokes. Some little marks here for his nose as well, and come back in with some more little black dots. over the top of that ink tints for some texture in the nose again. And in the nose is quite light down the side. And there's even like lighter bits here. Lighter bit there. A lighter bit there. And then all the way down and around the nose. Pull some out of here, some hairs. Always going in the same direction, and using a Tombow mono at the minute. Always going in the same direction of the fur flow. It's quite light here. Right up onto here. Right inside and out. Right. Lightening up where it's lighter. Areas where it goes lighter with my Tombow mono. Put some lines in here as well, only a few. Make sure you keep the end of your rubber clean. Sometimes it's easier to use a sanding pad to clean your rubber. Especially if it's really got a lot of graphite on it. It's a lot easier to use the end of a sanding pad. Preferably not over the top of your work like I just did then, but I find it works a lot better that way, cleaning it. Make sure then these dark bits are all in up here. And make sure all that's clean. Make 100% sure there is no graphite where there shouldn't be graphite. I suggest you be more careful, but with me being an artist for a long time, I pretty know what I'm doing with my kneaded eraser. I'm going to go over with my brush this ear, because there are parts where I've pulled out that are too light now. Like around this ear for a start. Then my eyes are not that bright. Not if you compare it to the rest of the contrast of the portrait. A portrait, a picture can lie to you. Hear a beeping noise from somewhere. I have a piece of tape down here so it won't go over the edge. Which I will take off at the end. Join them back. Pull some ears. Put some ears in. Excuse me. I suppose a lot of artists would cut stuff like that out of the videos, but I'm not doing. Just be truthful, innit? If you're gonna cough, you're gonna cough. It's part of life. Well, it is part of my life anyway, especially with a fever. Sometimes it can feel like you've got a lump in your throat, but your pollen stuck it back in your throat. I forgot to take a tablet this morning. Forgot to take a antihistamine. Oh God. Using my jumbo pencil again to put some detail, more detail, still following the track of the direction of the fur. It's a bit dark around here. Oh my God. God, I am suffering today. It's not even like it's sunny outside. Give me a break. There's the hairs that go down there. And a few darker ones in here. Do you know what? I'm actually going to go and take my inhaler and blow my nose. Won't be a minute. Okay, I think I'm back. I think I'm okay now. I'm sorry about that. No, it won't be. You won't miss me, but because it's just straight paused record and cough, 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 coughed, and then blow, 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 blow. And inhaled, inhaled, inhaled. Still feel like I've got a hair or something at the back of my throat though, which is weird. I usually get this at night time when I'm going to sleep. Keeping an eye out for loss of sense of smell and everything at the minute now, because apparently they said on the news that's one of the first symptoms of coronavirus. Spread, loss of smell and taste. Don't want it to look too square, but it is a little square, so and this is darker. Using my 8B jumbo to get this done quicker. Put some hairs in again. Some loose hairs. Make it so it stops making that look too obvious. It's a lot darker than the rest of it. Just putting these markings in for the hairs, which are obvious on a dark, well not obvious, but they are there where the hairs and the whiskers come out. There's one directly underneath there, maybe one there, and there, and there. And it's dark there. And it's dark him to be quiet when he comes in now, because I'll be recording, so I won't speak. Just going over where it's dark, keeping my white lines. Can't you tell Dad's back? Hello. They always argue about who's getting to Dad first, even though they're not getting to Dad. Stupid dogs. Not going anywhere. I think we're done. Bring up the pipe, and this bit needs darkening up here. And we'll change to a mechanical pencil, HB, and bring these ears down and up. So show the ears, and I'm going to use a mechanical pencil to put some ears through here as well. Mechanical pencil is great for hairs. The amount of hairs I've put onto this, so many layers, so it looks realistic, because obviously dogs have lots of layers of hairs. So to put one layer on would not look right, and would look too uniform as well, so you need layers and layers and layers and layers and layers of different grades of pencil, and not as many layers as you would if you was using colour pencil, I give you that, but still quite a few layers. It's darker in here. And it is darker around here. Going to go over this bit with this mechanical pencil, make sure it's gone into the holes and keeping that bit lighter. I'm going to come in with my kneaded eraser and just take little bits out where it is definitely supposed to be light. There's a line. Up there. Don't go all the way to the end now. So I can come in with a little bit of HB pencil up here. Put this line in. Put this line back in. There's one going down there and one going down there. Quite dark up to there. Bring that into there. Sounds like he's cooking now. I think I asked for a chicken curry today. So he's probably making that. Come back in with this kneaded eraser again. Still pull out some light bits. There we go. I think he's done. Let's go back over with my soft brush now. Blend it all out. Blend any harsh lines out with this rubber and all the contrast. Rubber, brush, sorry, it's a brush, not a rubber. Not taking that too dark because it's quite light, this area, but still don't want it might put some more. Put a few more marks in here with this my 4B pencil. And a few more down here. Because there's not enough down here. There's nowhere near enough down here. Oh God. Sounds like he's just brought the sweet jar. The jar that needs to be taken care of. Because it keeps getting broke. God knows what he's doing. Just ordered a bottle of perfume like March, something like that, beginning of March, and it's still not come. So I messaged her this morning and she's like, oh, my son was supposed to be dropping it off, and then now they're gonna, she's just messaged me to say that she's posting it today. So I'll probably get it for my birthday. I was hoping for Mother's Day, but it looks like my birthday now. I'll just have to imagine it's a gift of the dogs or something for my birthday. It's really nice perfume though, that my husband got me some for Christmas, and it smells just exactly the same as the actual perfume, but it's only like 15 quid a bottle, whereas you'll be paying about 60 quid for the actual stuff. It smells exactly the same. Just pulling out the remainder hairs now with this pencil. Showing that there are hairs and curls, and it's not just a plain hairs coming out here. Blend all this in. Sounds like he's just gone to his shed now. Blend all that in. And all that at the bottom to keep it dark. And the darkness coming. And then blend it in. wants to stay darker at the bottom. To there. I'm going to pull some of this out of here as well because it's not like that. I'm now going to use my Tombow Mono eraser again if I can find it. It's on my knee. And then bring out some obvious white lines where it's definitely white and light. Now you can hear my tummy rumbling. Got tummy rumbles, dog snores, coughs, sneezes. Have I sneezed? Don't think I've sneezed yet, that's one thing. Just pull out some white hairs, that's definitely there. Graphite, who's doing that? Maisie May. She's always licking blankets and stuff. Always got to lick something. Don't know why. And she's got a massive tongue. That's a thing. Do you say tongue or tongue? My husband says tongue and he says tongue is the posh way of saying it. I just think everyone in England or Lancashire or Cheshire says tongue. Or is it wrong? He says tongue. He says I say it posh. Like the Queen. Posh. I don't think so. Everyone says tongue. Or do we not? Don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Saying the tongue. Flickers here. And then they come down. And there. And then there. I can hear the birds singing now. They seem to sing a lot more now at the minute. I don't know what it is. But since coronavirus and everybody's been like staying indoors, the birds have started singing more. It's like they feel they've won a war or something. Maybe they feel they have. And birds are coming like I was sunbathing last week. Seems like ages ago now. I was sunbathing and a bird come and sat on the fence next to me. Like, well, no way. How brave are you, little man? But then I've got a cat and it sometimes brings them to the back door dead. And I'm so annoyed at her. But it's a gift, innit? And it's I don't want your gifts, cat. Stop it. And that's just bringing out some white bits with this Tombow Mono. Wherever there is white, but I haven't shown it. Oh God, I can't wait till Friday. Shouldn't rush my life away, but I can't. Birthday and wedding anniversary day. Got married on my birthday. Yes, I know. I didn't think about it. I should have thought about it, but I don't. Now my husband gets a present on my birthday every year. I couldn't think of a nicer gift than to be able to give my husband a present as well on my birthday. That's my best gift every year now. The fact that I can give my husband a gift as well on my birthday. Darling, people go on that born on Christmas Day. Be a nightmare. I mean, my son was born on the 21st of December, and that's already a little bit of a nightmare, but to be born on the actual Christmas Day, that'd be mad. Are you born on Christmas Day? Let me know in the comments below. Right. Blend all that back again. With my brush, soft brush. On the picture, on the video, it seems to be more too contrasty, but it's not. I don't know if it can get it to show that it isn't too contrasty. Oh, it did it for a second, I think, then. It's not over contrasty, and you can see the detail in the fur on the nose. I want you to be able to see the fur detail in the nose on the nozzle, but you can't, can you really, on this? Do it real slow? No. But I think we're done. That's it for Bud's portrait. I'm not doing any more. That is it. I finally got to the end. And I didn't think I would ever reach the end of Bud's portrait, but eventually I did. All the way over it now. And then go around it again with a kneaded eraser. Just to make sure that when I've used my brush, no graphite has been brushed onto the white around him. All the way around there and in there. Maybe pull that in a little bit at the top. And there we go. Now take this off, this tape off. See how it leaves just a straight line? Hopefully I can take this one off as well at the same time. There we go. And take this one off. Two. And then this one. It's taped down everywhere, isn't it? One there as well. Wow, quite a bit of tape was on there. So there's a tiny bit of clean this off. Clean off my Tombow Mono because there's a tiny bit down here that I don't want. That must have just got through. And then I'm going to go around where all that tape was and make sure no graphite or anything got stuck around the tape, and you can see it. And there we have Bud's portrait. Finally done. I hope you all enjoyed watching me drawing. So yeah, it was quite fun to do. Let's blend this in. There's always, like, when you think, oh yeah, I've done it, you always see something that could be adjusted here and there, so I'm just going to blend this in around here that I did. I always see something that can be adjusted here and there. So there. I think that's too dark as well. And maybe that one's too dark too. There, that's better. Push that back in. There, that's better. Yeah. Yeah, I'm liking that. Yeah. Put a few stray hairs in here, just under his eye. To join all that up there. There's a saying with art, a piece is never finished. And it's so true. There's always something that can be added. But I think this is pretty much almost done. Don't want that to look too obvious down here either, do we? But it is a bit better. I can hear a strimmer. Thought my husband had bought a new strimmer then. Alright, money for that? Just blend it all back a bit more. There we go. That's it. I'm leaving him at that. I'm not doing anything else. No more. That's it. Done. Complete. So again, don't forget, if you like, please do subscribe and ask me below for some tutorials on what you would like to see. If you would like me to show you anything. Hopefully you've enjoyed this series, and I will catch you in my next video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye for now. Take care. Stay safe. Bye.